Hi YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me. It's really hot here today, so I got my air on. I hope that noise is not going to be distraction. But this is why I end up with so much yarn, because people are always giving me yarn and other crafty stuff. That's how come I end up with so much. So I just came to show you what someone gave me. And this is yarn from her mother's stash. Her mother has Alzheimer's right now, so she can't crochet or knit or anything. But she gave me these little balls, and I don't even know if that would. It says it's Little People. It's 25 grams of fabric. Let me see if I can even tell what it is. The color is shade. It just has a number, and there's 4 of these little balls in here. But they're wool, and I don't work with wool, so I'm going to pass these on to somebody else who might work with wool. And then she gave me this skein of patterns, and this is a wool blend as well, and I don't do wool, so I'm going to give this is 87% superwash wool, and then 10% cotton, and 10% polyester, and then I guess the rest is acrylic. But I'm going to pass that on. And then she also gave me this where you make the scarves. I made these a long time ago, but I haven't made one in a long time. So I'm going to pass that on too, because I'm not making any of those scarves anymore. So that's the stuff I'm going to pass on. And she also gave me, let me see, she also gave me these 2 greens that I'll probably put on the knitting machine and turn into hats or some headbands. She gave me these 2, and I don't think these are wool, but they didn't have a ball band, so I'm thinking that they're acrylic. They don't feel like they're wool, but I could be wrong. And then she also gave me these 2 patterns, and these are acrylic if I'm not mistaken. I don't have my glasses on. Let's see if I can tell what these are. The color is white. The fiber content is 70% acrylic and 30% nylon. So I'll probably string these 2 together and make a hat or a scarf or something on the Addy with these, because they're only a 3 weight. And then she also gave me all these older skeins, which kind of like really funny, because some of them are like super old. But she gave me these 2, and these 2 were the ones that were in the little plastic bag. I took them out because this one is 100% polyester, and this looks like it came with a knitting machine, because I think when I got my knitting machine it came with these, but I don't think the balls were this big. But these are 100% polyester, so I know I'll probably knit something on the machine, or crochet it by hand with these. And this one is really funny, because this yarn cost 66 cents from Kmart. So I don't know how old this is, but this is 66 cents from Kmart. So you know this yarn has to be super old. It's some type of hand knitting yarn. Famous Markets Old Odd Lots. Pull skein, 3.5 ounces, 100% acrylic, manufactured in the United States by Kmart. Let me see if I can see how much yardage is on it. I don't know what I did with my glasses. I think I left them in the room. But yeah, I can't tell how much yardage is on it. But yeah, 66 cents from Kmart, so you know that's old. This one is an older skein too, but I'm not sure where it's from. It's 4-ply worsted. It's a 3 ounces, and it's from it's Red Heart Super Saver. See if I can find a color. It says it's royal. The color is royal, and so that's a really little skein. And then I have some other ones like that. This one is a Red Heart Classic. Is this a classic? This one's not a classic. This one's a Super Saver, but this one's a classic. It came from Ben Franklin's, and it was $1.47. And it looks like she might have used this one before. And this says that it was, let me see if I can find some yardage on it. It's 4-ply. I can't see that. And then she also gave me this one, and this one came from Woolworth. So you know that's a really old store. They had Woolworth when I was a child, and I lived in the Bay Area. We used to go to a Woolworth company. So this came from Woolworth, and it was $1.99. It's a 4-ply worsted. The color is off-white. And the last one she gave me is this one. I've had these before. I know this was a Joann's brand a long time ago. This used to be a Joann's brand, and it is, let's see, it's a 4-ply. Let's see, it's acrylic, 100% acrylic, 197 yards. And this is a big twist one, and it is called, I can't even read that. Let me see. I can't read that because the writing is so small and I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, so my friend gave me all of these, and I'll show you what I worked on today. I used this yarn right here, and this is some of the Mystical. I made a duck out of it, and I think I showed you guys the duck. Well, I made 2 different kinds of ducks, but I sold the little duck because me and my husband had a vendor event on Saturday night. There was a jazz in the park, and so it cost $20 to vend there, and I ended up clearing like $245 for the couple of hours. It was a really nice event. It's my first time ever doing it, and I would do it again. And then I had a duck there, and I think I showed you guys a duck. The duck before was out of some cream yarn, but it was a duck that looked like this, and this is from Sweet Softies. And so I started it last night, and I finished it this morning. This was another duck. So I really, really like this duck. And then, so the duck that I sold was like this duck, but a little bit bigger because the yarn was thicker. This Bernat yarn is really, really soft because this Bernat yarn is the same yarn, but this one's thicker. This one's like really, really soft and thinner. This, you could tell it probably is old formula, but I have this out because I had that little tiny Zach cat, and that little ugly cat sold. 2 people were interested in it, but one came and bought it before the other one got back. So I sold it, and so now I want to make another Zach cat with a prettier face than the one I had. But so I'm gonna. It was all black, but it had like white eyes and stuff. But I'm probably gonna make an Annie Caraway and a Zach cat. So I'll probably make a small black one if I have enough. I'll probably do the Annie Caraway first with a white face, and then some black. And then I'll probably make another one of these ducks. And then I'll probably also make a couple of other kinds of ducks that I, like the one the little girl bought. She bought the really little duck, but I have to go back and see what pattern I used for that one. I don't remember, but I know I sold this duck. So the lady who bought this duck, she said that she has a lot of ducks on her desk, and she needed another duck because the other duck was bigger than this one. And so she said she needed another duck, but she didn't need a small one. So she didn't look, she looked at the one the little girl had that was in this color, but she said she had a lot of small ducks and she wanted bigger ducks. So she ended up purchasing my cream one that was a little bit bigger. So the event that we vended at, it was called Jazz in the Park, or it was called Music in the Park, and it was by this little lake, and it was a free event. There were a lot of families out there with their blankets and chairs and stuff, and so they sold vendor spots, and to vend there was $20. It was $20 to vend there, and so I went vending there, and it was really, really a profitable event because it was only from like 6 to 9, so it was only like 3 hours, but I made over $200. and I sewed some tote bags. I sewed some of the shoe pouches that I make now, the shoe bags sewn by Nikki. I sold amigurumi. I didn't sell any hats. What else did we sell? We mostly sold the amigurumis, the tote bags, and the the zipper pouches. And then I did sell one of the little monsters that I made on the Addi knitting machine, the 22 needle, the little monsters that I crocheted the feet around. I didn't add the little tentacles because I have a tutorial here on my channel, but I just only sold the, I only put the crocheted the tentacles around the bottom. I mean the little feet around the bottom, but I didn't add any tentacles. So I did sell one of those, but I sold one of the turtles, which I need to make another turtle. I have the 5 rose turtles still, but I need to make some more turtles, just plain back turtles, because the 2 I had, both of those have been sold. So I need to make some more plain back turtles. And what else? So all of this stuff that my friend gave me will probably go on the knitting machine, because I'm making a bunch of stuff for my pastor for his Mexico trip. And then also I did finally finish this little guy right here. So I just put some eyes on it, crocheted a nose, and stuck a little felt nose on it. These are little Addi arms. I didn't stuff them, but I could have, but I didn't. And then these are little Addi ears. I think you do 10 rounds for these, and then fold it in half and stitch it on. And then the arms are 20 rounds, but you could stuff them, but I didn't stuff them. And then here is this one that I did crochet. I put a regular like a safety nose on it, so I still need to put some eyes on it, and I still need to put some arms on it and some ears. So I got one ear, but I ran out of this yarn. Well, I didn't run out, I just got to find the other skeins, because I'm going to give them away too, because I've already made like a hat and a scarf out of it, and I had 3 balls of it, so I'm going to give it away, the rest that I have. But first I'm going to make another arm for this guy. So this is 20 rows with some waste off yarn. And then I do have the ears over here somewhere. The ears are 10 rows each. They're under here somewhere. Let me see. I got a pile of stuff over here on my little table. I mean, not my table, but on the sofa next to me. Oh, nope, I can't find it. Well, I can't find it, but when I finish it, I will bring it back to show you the completed little lovey. And this one, like the pink one, it has, I finished off with waste yarn, and then I crocheted the bottom closed. But when I made this one, I forgot to add the waste yarn. So I just cinched it closed and finished it off. So I'm eager to see what that looks like when I finish it, because I might do some of them like this and just make them like, some like little loveys like this. You know, they're still like little lovey snugglers or whatever. And then I might stuff some of them just to see what that looks like as well. So thanks for joining me today. God bless you. I hope you're enjoying the word of the Lord. I have some out there. I think enough to go to the end of the week, and then I will put more until we finish in our series in Proverbs. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. God bless. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Bye-bye.